What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabrielle.tongol, but you already know you can call me Gabs, and for today's video we are going through the new Game Changer duffel bag by Buffbunny collection. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that this channel is everything about Buffbunny collection, with some lifestyle, with some fashion, and with some beauty. But the main reason we are here is for everything Buffbunny collection. And as you guys have previously seen, they came out with a backpack, a wallet, a tote, an improved tote, and even a makeup bag. It's like, how many game-changing things can you make? And then they did this. They came out with the ultimate duffel. And let me tell you guys, I have been trying really hard to find some cons, but there's just not very many. With that being said, I know that this bag is going to be a pretty penny, and so I wanted to make sure to give you guys a dedicated video just on the duffel to give you guys all the pros and cons to it, if it's something that you might need in your life, or maybe it's just not. And so if you guys want to know all the details when it comes to the Buffbunny collection Game Changer duffel, then just keep watching. If you guys are new around here, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you guys enjoy your first GABS edition video. I am very extra, very detailed, but at the end of the day, I am making sure that your guys' Buffbunny collection purchases are as easy as possible, and ultimately helping you guys decide what is worth your money and what is not. If you guys do find this video helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any future videos. Speaking of which, if you guys have been following me around on Instagram, you already know that there is a Buffbunny collection launch coming up, and that is when this duffel is releasing, and that is the Let's Get Toned launch coming up on Saturday, January 30th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be doing a separate video going over all the clothing pieces, doing the try-on, the review, all the good things that I always do with Buffbunny collection launches. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that video, I would strongly recommend that you guys are subscribed and have that notification bell on so you guys do not miss it. I do have to say, I am pretty well known for my clothing reviews, especially when it comes to Buffbunny collection, so if I were you, I wouldn't want to miss it. All right, that's enough talking. Let's get right into this Game Changer duffel bag. How did they come up with something else that was literally game changing? And is it worth it? It looks great, it seems great, but is it something we really need? That is what we're going to get into today. And as always, although I am a Buffbunny collection athlete, I do not have to say good things only. I can say all my honest opinions, and if you've watched many of my reviews before, you know that I always keep it real. So please don't think that just because I'm an athlete, I am hyping things up, just because I will hype things up if I truly believe they deserve the hype. But if not, I will definitely let you guys know, because at the end of the day, these videos are here to help you, and that is it. If you guys do find that my advice helps you within your decision-making process when it comes to anything Buffbunny collection, you can always support me by using the code GABS at checkout. This does not provide you guys with a discount or anything like that. It simply tells the company that, hey, Gabs helped me out. Thank you so much for having her on the team. And I do make a small commission. And if you guys ever do choose to support me, please let me know over on Instagram so I can thank you guys for the extra time that it took to type out my name at checkout. So here is all the specs and details that you need to know when it comes to the Game Changer duffel bag. It is made with vegan leather on the bottom and water resistant fabric. And I definitely could say that that is 100% accurate, because the top and like the main body of the duffel bag does feel exactly like the Game Changer backpack over here. It has that water resistance fabric, which is perfect for the snowy days, rainy days, whatever it might be, or if you spill on it or anything like that. It is very easily cleanable. Still don't know if that's a word. I've used it before, so I'm going to use it again. And so I really, really love that most of the duffel bag is made of that fabric. And then the bottom is actually made of what I would say is very similar to the Game Changer tote material, which is also vegan leather, so I can only assume that it's the exact same. And so love the baby that they made together of putting half of the, or 3/4 of the bag as the water resistance fabric, and then the bottom of the bag being the vegan leather. The dimensions of the duffel bag is 20 inches in width, 10 inches in depth, and 18 inches in height. So it is a very, very spacious bag, let me tell you that. I am 5'1", I have a short torso, and as you can see in these photos, it literally is half of me. and we will get into this in a little bit as to what I think about the size of the bag and all that good stuff. So let's just carry on with the facts though. So it has an insulated food storage compartment with snaps to roll up when not in use, which is great. It saves that space when you don't need it. It has a detachable bottom compartment with zip mesh liner for laundry or shoe storage, which is amazing. Absolutely love this. It has an exterior pocket for cards, phone, keys, exterior pocket or sleeve that will easily fit over luggage handles, a quilted laptop sleeve with magnetic snap button closure, 2 interior mesh drink holders, a cord organizer, a pen holder, a phone and zip pocket inside, fixed handle straps, and a removable padded crossbody shoulder strap. It's water resistant. It has a front zippered pocket for easy access essentials, champagne gold detailing throughout the bag, easy to clean interior, and it is releasing in 4 colorways, which is black, midnight blue, army green, and Windsor wine. Beautiful colors. And so now let's get into what my thoughts are on each of these bullet points, shall we? Let's start with the size, because that is one thing that I noticed right away when I got it was holy this is huge. It's definitely not a gym bag in my opinion, and if it is a gym bag, then damn, you must need a lot of stuff. I mean, I could definitely see it being useful for those who take showers at the gym and need to get ready for work after their workout or whatever, but even then, there's so much space. So I will be putting a comparison of the duffel beside the backpack, beside the tote, and then beside one of the duffel bags that I have on hand. And you can clearly see that this bag is superior in size, which again, it could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what your intentions are when it comes to utilizing this duffel bag. So I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing that it's big. I'm just gonna say that again, it really depends on what your main intention is for this bag as to whether or not you will find this bag too big or not big enough. I don't know. But personally for me, being a shorter person, not only just in height, but in my torso and everything, this bag literally engulfs me. You know what I mean? It is more than 50% of my body. And so I look tiny compared to it. However, I will say that I appreciate the spaciousness because I actually used it for the photo shoot that I did for this launch, and I was able to pack all the outfits, everything that I would need for the photo shoot in one bag. That is so ideal for me, especially when I'm on the go and just want to bring one piece of article with me when it comes to carrying all my shit. So this was perfect for that. So I would definitely say that this bag is more so an overnight bag, a weekend bag, and not really like your just gym bag, in my personal opinion. Because of all the compartments, because of how big it was, because of how nicely it opens up, it was so easy to see everything in my bag. I was literally utilizing every single component of the bag, and it felt so nice for it to be organized, and I literally didn't need to put anything extra in it to compartmentalize what I had in there. So I really, really do appreciate that and think that alone is an amazing feature of the duffel. Now let's talk about the weight of it. It is pretty heavy, I'm not gonna lie, and I think it has mostly to do with this bottom part, which as you can see, this is it detached here. And so this alone I think is the heaviest part, because now when I hold this, it's not as heavy as it was with the bottom on there. However, I do like that the bottom has these parts down here, so it kind of protects the bottom of the bag when you put it down on the floor. It's not directly touching the floors, and we all know the floors aren't the cleanest. So I do like that about this bottom compartment. And then I'm just someone who, if you watch my gym bag essentials literally probably a year ago, I actually had a backpack before the Game Changer backpacks came out where I would put my shoes on the bottom part. It was a soccer bag. So I really like how they added this part here with the mesh so that you could put your dirty clothes, your shoes, whatever, and have it separate from everything else that might be in your bag. I don't know. I just don't like my dirty shoes and clothes touching like my clean things or like my phone or my headphones, like things like that you're putting on your face, your ears, and everything like that. So I really do love the separation. However, like I said, this is pretty heavy, and so the bag could get pretty heavy, especially if you're packing it to the brim. Yeah, it's gonna get heavy really quickly. I do also like that it is a double zipper, so you can really open it up and see everything inside. This alone is very big, and again, the mesh is nice because it allows for that ventilation in case your shoes are wet, your clothes are wet and sweaty, whatever it might be. And so you guys want to know, can you use this without the bottom part, and what do I think of that? Absolutely you can. It does have a bit of a structure at the bottom here, which is nice. But the only thing is that it would literally touch the floor. And again, I liked how the bottom part has those pegs there to like kind of have it raised. So it really depends on your personal preference if you care for that or not. But you could absolutely use this without the bottom part if you don't feel like you need all that compartmentalization. That is a long word. and I'm talking already really fast, so that came out really weird, but compartmentalization. Sure. But anyways, let's get into the bag itself, the body of the bag, right? Look at this beautifulness and how open it is. I appreciate that it is structured. So there's actually a wiring at the top here. And so I don't really know the mechanics by any means, but it like opens really nicely and like stays open. So when you're like going through all your shit, you don't gotta worry about it closing on you. It stays nice and open for you to see everything and, you know, figure out what you need. When you close it, it's a nice kind of, you know, narrower kind of fit, so it's not like super bulky and like things aren't like collapsing kind of thing like you would with like a typical duffel bag. So I really like the wiring inside, and I would say it's almost like an accordion kind of situation. I don't know, but again, I just really like how it stays literally like a rectangle like this when you have it open. So that is number one that I really do love. And then the laptop compartment is massive, that you can definitely fit your 16-inch laptop. I think you can even fit probably up to a 17-inch. I don't know very many people that have a 17-inch laptop, but yeah, you could definitely fit a lot. You could also fit a textbook in there if you need to, or whatever kind of book that you might want to add. And then it's nice that it does have this magnetic little closure, way sturdier than the tote, I will say. So I do appreciate the quality in this duffel bag. You can tell that it is high quality, honey. Let me tell you that. I mean, they have definitely improved the tote and the backpack, but this duffel right off the bat is amazing quality. Like it's this is like an elastic strap too, so you could really like pack this section in if you wanted to, and then really secure it there. So that is nice. And I do love the quiltedness. It has this snap compartment here, so you can snap on your keys for easy access, or even your card holder. And then it has a phone holder inside. And they literally thought of every single compartment in this duffel. It's insane. Like, it's almost overwhelming to even be reviewing this for you guys. So I apologize if it feels overwhelming, because it quite literally is overwhelming at how amazing this duffel is. And then again, you can see that there is a zipper compartment there, 2 water bottle holders, and this comfortably fits the 32-ounce hydro flask that I have, so you definitely wouldn't have an issue putting your shaker in there. So the problem is, which I'll say, is that because this bag is so spacious, so big, so many compartments, you're gonna make this really heavy really fast. So just keep that in mind, that while there's all these compartments, doesn't necessarily mean you need to pack it that much all the time. But yeah, that is what it fits when it comes to the water bottle size. And then inside, which is so nice, is you can tuck away that meal compartment if you do not need it. There's going to be days where you need it, there's going to be days when you don't, and so I love that they made the option to save that space for the days that you won't need it. So overall, really impressed with how much it can carry, and just all the compartments to just organize your stuff, so you're not continuously going through a bottomless pit of where are all my things. If you love to organize your bag, you're going to love all the compartments inside. So when it comes to the meal compartment section and how much it can fit in comparison to the Game Changer tote and the Game Changer backpack, as you see in these clips that I'm playing over right now, I am filling each compartment with the same amount of things, and this will give you guys a good visual as to how much each compartment can fit in comparison to one another. So hopefully that gives you guys a good idea as to what the size dimension is of the actual meal compartment. It was really hard to actually measure it, so I thought it was just better to kind of show you guys a visual of what I was able to fit from one bag to the other. So overall, I would say you definitely can fit quite a bit, or at least enough for what you would need for snacks, you know. And then even if it didn't fit in the meal compartment, if it didn't need to necessarily be cold or hot, you could definitely fit it somewhere in the body of the bag, because there's just so much room. And then I do appreciate that it is also a double zipper. And another thing that I noticed right away when I saw the promo video is I absolutely love that they finally added a feature on it where if you wanted to put it on your rolling suitcase, you could secure it there. So as you guys can see, there is that portion there where you just unzip the bottom, and then you could slip it right through your carry-on and have it secure and not have it flopping all over the place. And then in addition, they do have a little accessible pocket on this side. This one does not have a zipper. However, they do have one in the front that has a zipper, and again, lots of compartments with mesh, some open pockets as well to slip random things in there like your wallet, your keys, your phone, whatever it might be. This zipper is a good compartment for that. Lastly, it does come with this shoulder strap here with the gold embellishments. It also has a little pad there for your shoulder, and you can easily clasp this on to have it more as a actual duffel rather than kind of like a hand carry thing. One thing that would have been nice, I would say, is if they added a part here where you could Velcro it together, but I honestly don't think that's the biggest deal by any means, and honestly I could see them maybe adding that down the line, but again, it's not the biggest deal. It's just what I've noticed versus other duffels that I do have is that you can't Velcro these together to make it just one handle. I just wanted to make note of that. Again, overall, I would just say that the duffel is just an amazing quality and so perfect for those overnight trips, those weekend trips, those photo shoot days, whatever it might be. If you want just one bag, and literally one bag, like, you know, not gonna lie, sometimes when I have my backpack or my tote, I do need a little other bag here and there, but this duffel, you absolutely don't need one. Like, I literally feel like this is like a magic trunk where like you'll just continuously keep pulling things out, you know what I mean? Like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. And so again, that could be a good thing, but it could also be a dangerous thing because it could get really heavy really quickly. So overall, I do think that they added the padding and the structure and the clasps and the pockets everywhere as needed, and I just honestly don't know how else you could make this more perfect. Like, you could, like, anything that they do add to this just makes it even more amazing. So now what we're gonna do is go over some questions that you guys had when it specifically comes to the duffel bag, because honestly, I tried to find some cons to really talk about, but I just couldn't find very many other than the fact that it's humongous. So the most common question you guys asked was, would this be considered a carry-on bag, and would it fit, you know, as a carry-on in the airplane, either under the seat or up above? 100% it would fit up above, but it would not fit under the front of you, under that seat there. So if you're looking for a bag that would fit under the seat, the tote alone and the backpack alone can be a struggle depending on how much you pack it. So this would definitely be an overhead bin situation. But with that being said, I don't know for sure if all airlines would accept it as a carry-on, but what I was able to get on Google was the dimensions that most do consider a carry-on, and this is what I was able to find. The standard domestic carry-on luggage size is 22 inches by 24 by 9 inches. So when we compare the math of what Google says versus what the actual dimensions is, you should be okay. I don't have one of those airplane sizers that you see at the airport, so I can't quite literally put it into the sizer and see if it fits, but based on what the average is for domestic carry-on luggage dimensions, you should be good to go. But again, this would not go under the seat in front of you. It would more so go on the top. Again, depends on the plane and everything, but just to be safe, I will tell you guys that it would be best off at the top there. In addition, on the screen, you guys are seeing what the measurements are with and without the bottom piece to give you guys an even better idea if there is a way to make it fit as a carry-on depending on the airline that you use to travel with. Some other questions that I got were, what is the durability of it? And honestly, I would say the durability of it is amazing. Very similar to the backpacks, they can withstand a lot, especially this material and all the padding. Obviously, you want to be careful with your stuff, especially if you're going to be spending the hard-earned coin on this duffel, but it definitely could go through some shit and be okay. Again, you just need to be kind of mindful of how rough you are with it. And I was able to fit a barbell pad, so if you've been struggling with the tote and with the backpack of fitting that kind of stuff, you'll be definitely fine with the duffel bag. I would say that it is also very fully functional with and without the base, so it, again, it just depends on how picky you are about the bottom touching the floor, or if you like those pegs, and if you do plan on, you know, wanting to separate your clean and dirty, your shoes, things like that is all that you need to really consider. But what's great is that there is that option depending on the situation that you might be in. As far as the zipper goes, as far as the shoulder pad goes, as far as the strap goes, it's all amazing quality. Again, I just feel like they're always leveling up when it comes to these game changer pieces and making sure that while they are a luxury piece, it is worth the money. So with that being said, I don't personally know how much these duffel bags are going to be. However, as I've said many times before in my Buffbunny collection videos, is that if it is a unique and premium kind of piece, it's most likely going to be a little bit in the higher price range. Right now, the totes and the backpack are around the 100, 120, depending on the currency you're looking at. So I'm going to assume that the duffel is going to be close to the 200 mark. based on the fact that it is so functional and it is literally almost like a luggage piece. I know there's lots of competitors out there that have a similar piece to this, and so I would say that they're probably going to be price point to be very comparable. But again, you are getting amazing quality with this duffel bag. Again, if you guys have watched my previous videos on the game changer pieces, you know that I have given my 2 cents on the quality of the zippers, the clasps, the buttons, everything like that. And with this duffel, I can honestly say that they have leveled that up. Like, you know, as you saw earlier in the video, right away when I was just looking at the magnetic clasp there that secures the laptop, that alone is way more sturdier than the one in the tote. And the padding itself and the silky fabric inside doesn't feel cheap by any means. It is definitely, like I've said many times in this video, a higher quality material. And then again, you have to think that this duffel bag is very easily cleanable. Again, I don't know if that's a word, but we're using it today. This water resistance fabric is just so easy to clean inside and outside. Even the leather alone is pretty easy to clean. Obviously, you do want to be a little bit careful with that. But I've spilled coffee on my white Game Changer vegan leather tote and it's come out just fine with just water and cloth. When it comes to scratching, I haven't noticed any scratching on mine personally, but again, because I do know that the tote is like a luxury piece, like I am a little bit careful as well. So personally for me, I haven't noticed any scratching. The one place that a lot of people do notice scratches on any Game Changer pieces is mostly the Buffbunny logo, because it is metal. So that is something to keep in mind, that as you're throwing it around, as you're rubbing it against surfaces and stuff like that, it is normal to see some scratches. And personally, I just don't think that's that big of a deal. It naturally happens even with the most expensive metal jewelry, and it just comes with time. So I don't think that's something that should turn you away from wanting to get it. And so yeah, that is my thoughts when it comes to the quality of the bag itself. I do think that the only part that would be hard to clean would be the handles, where it's like that cotton kind of fabric. So if you do spill something on that, it might be harder to wash it out. Again, that's just like being careful and wiping things out right away as you see them get dirty. I would be interested to see how you would clean this in the washing machine, but honestly, I'm not trying that for you guys. You know that I try very crazy things for you guys when it comes to some of these pieces, but when it comes to this duffel, I am not risking that because I do feel like the padding could get up. I don't know. I would just always stick to cleaning it with just some water and a cloth, and you are fine. So those are my overall thoughts with the Game Changer duffel bag. In conclusion, in case I didn't make it clear, do I think it's worth it? Yes. Do I think that it's a gym bag? I'm torn on that because, like I said, it really depends on what you need to bring to the gym and, you know, the size of the lockers at your gym. Like personally for me, my gym has very narrow lockers, so I don't think this would fit even without the bottom base. I also just don't think I need that much stuff in a gym bag, so I personally wouldn't be using it for the gym. I'm mostly going to be using it for a weekend or an overnight where you just don't want to bring multiple bags. That's the point in these Game Changer bags, is so that you're minimizing the amount of bags that you have to bring with you depending on where you're going. So that's my thoughts when it comes to, you know, is it an everyday bag? Is it a gym bag? It really just depends on what you need, what your issues are with like the bag system you have right now, and just kind of weighing out the pros and cons there. Again, I think the biggest con here is that it is very big. So it's a little bit hard to carry around everywhere you're going, especially if you're going to use it in the airport. Like I definitely can see it being a little bit of a struggle. You can definitely see me having like shoulder issues if I were to pack this like to the notch, which I normally do when I pack a bag like this, especially like if I know I'm flying somewhere. I'm an overpacker, so I do see that being a con, as well as that because it is so spacious, because it is so big, you can feel that it's a bit awkward to kind of lug around with you, especially in an airport going from gate to gate. But again, this is all something you guys just need to think about, like, you know, what is more convenient for me for this certain situation, and is this duffel going to answer that concern that I have, you know? So I think that this duffel, again, is worth the price tag that it will be. And again, I don't know what that specific price tag is. When I do find out, I will make sure to add it to the comment section down below and over on my Instagram as well. That is where I update all the pricing. Instagram is usually the first to know any pricing that I get. We normally don't get it about a day or two before it launches. So definitely, if you're watching this past January 30th, the prices will be down in the comment section and in the description box. And that goes for this question as well when it comes to, if you're a first-time Game Changer purchase, which one is best for you? And I would strongly recommend just going through the videos that I have here, comparing the tote to the backpack, the old tote to the new tote, and now to this duffel, and figuring out, again, what is it that you really need in a bag and how are you going to use it, and just decide from there what is worth it for you, what kind of bag you're really looking for, whether it's day to day, overnight, whatever it might be. So I'll have all his videos linked throughout the video. You can also check out my Buffbunny collection playlist, and that's where you can find all the other videos. And if at the end of watching all of my videos you guys have any additional questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you before the launch on Saturday. And you can always message me on Instagram. That is usually the fastest way that you can get a hold of me, is just by messaging me on Instagram. Sometimes I'm a little delayed, so just keep messaging me. It's totally fine. You're not annoying me or anything like that. It's just that around launch time it can get a little bit crazy, but I'm always more than happy to help. At the end of the day, I want to make sure that you guys feel confident in your purchases, because I do know that some of these pieces, especially this duffel bag, is going to be an investment. So again, if you guys found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you guys can also subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any future ones. Again, the Let's Get Toned clothing review is coming up next. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that, hit that button down below, hit that bell notification so you guys do not miss out, because I heard that there's a giveaway in there as well, especially for those who are watching before January 30th, but you're gonna have to just wait and find out. And last but not least, if you guys do want to support me directly with Buffbunny Collection, you guys can use the code GABS at checkout. And again, I do make a small commission off of this, so if you guys do decide to take the extra time to do that, please let me know so I can personally thank you and add you to the Gab Fam boomerang that I do at the end of every launch, just kind of pasting literally everybody's purchases into one big story and just making it a fun thing. It's something that I've been doing for about a year now when it comes to the launches, and it's just a fun way to just celebrate the whole Gab Fam supporting me and all the content that I put together for you guys for these launches. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. Thank you again so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.